The United Kingdom is celebrating Queen Elizabeth II and her 70 years on the throne. It's huge.
It is incredible. It is amazing to think. Tomorrow kicks off a 4-day holiday marking the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Fans of the British monarchy have started to gather in London this week. Some have traveled from around the world to join the festivities. As for the Queen herself, it is unclear which events she will attend. The palace says her schedule will be announced the day of each event. She has curtailed her public schedule in recent months as she deals with mobility issues. So joining us to talk more about this is staff writer for Vanity Fair, Erin Vanderhoof. Erin, welcome. It's so great to have you with us here on set to talk about such an exciting event across the pond, right? There's a big lineup of events set to kick off the Jubilee celebration. What are the biggest ones we should all be looking out for?
Thank you so much, Errol and Tanya. So the biggest thing that we're looking out for is Trooping the Color, which is going to start tomorrow morning. And what this is a military parade that is in honor of the monarch's birthday that is kind of always punched up to 11 for a Jubilee year. And it's especially big this year because the last 2 years were delayed by COVID. And so that means that it means that all of the horses and all of the dogs are, they're trying to learn their marks for the first time. But it also means that we are going to see just like so much excitement, so many people in the streets. People are already camping out and waiting. And it's really going to be an energy of just like celebrating the Queen, even if she can't be there on the balcony. But reports say that she is going to spend the most energy that she can is trying to get on that balcony tomorrow.
Well, I want to ask you about that, too, because, look, as an English person, this is exciting. But at the same time, there is a sense of melancholy because there's a sentiment that maybe this is the Queen's last hurrah, right? She's of age. She has dialed back her public appearances. We know that she will not participate in the salute to the troops. Instead, that will be Prince Charles, Princess Anne, and Prince William. Speak to that a little bit, that really this might be the last major event we see the Queen participate in.
Well, I think the Queen has been kind of taking that into account, and I think that you'll note that almost everything that she's been thinking about for the last year has been thinking about the future. She's really been, in February, she said that what she wants is for Camilla to be considered the Queen. She's ultimately figuring out how to pass the torch while still reminding everybody that she's there. Because at the end of the day, the Jubilee is not a celebration for her. It's a celebration for everybody to think about the way that the monarchy has been there for Britain during really difficult times. And I think that you can tell from, that on Friday, there's going to be a service of Thanksgiving. And one of the things, the musical director of Buckingham Palace, essentially, is debuting a new piece that sets words from the Bible verse from Proverbs 3. And what those verses are all about is about how a long life gives you wisdom, but you shouldn't be afraid of death, and that wisdom can be passed on and inherited. And I think that is sums up exactly what the Queen is kind of going for.
That's incredibly poignant. So, a lot of Americans will obviously be watching, and not all of us are like Errol, who, who have English background. So what should we be looking out for in terms of little bits of symbolism in the ceremonies that could be interpreted to mean more than it might appear to an American audience?
Well, definitely the most important thing is the balcony. In our podcast, Vanity Fair's podcast Dynasty, we have a little joke that the Buckingham Palace balcony is essentially the org chart for the monarchy. You can tell, the hierarchy. You've got the Queen in the middle, and then everybody else who's up there, it matters. So this time around, partially to, in the past, it's been a family affair, but this year it's only working royals. So that means that we will be seeing Kate, we'll be seeing William, we'll be seeing Camilla, we'll be seeing Sophie and Edward, we'll be seeing some of the Queen's older cousins, the Duke of Kent, Princess Alexandra. We will not be seeing Andrew and Meghan and Harry. And, I think that there's a tendency for us to interpret that as a snub, but I think it was more a way of, the sources from the palace have been implying that it was more a way of just making sure there's no debate.
Right.
And that the Jubilee is one of those examples of a time where there's plenty of opportunities for the rest of the family members to participate. So we could be seeing Meghan and Harry in a carriage. We might not see them at all until Friday. But when they're there on Friday, they'll be sitting probably with Princess Beatrice, Princess Eugenie, Zara Tindall, and her husband Mike, other people who are members of the family in good standing, of course, but aren't working royals.
So this is like a work event, not a family gathering. Essentially what you're describing to me sounds like, okay, it's like a work party, right? Because if you're not there with your grandmother, then it must be because it's for work and not for the family.
Well, yeah, Trooping the Color definitely is, in the past they have kind of tried to say that it is a family event and not a work event, partially in response to when Andrew first stepped down from his duties. They're saying we might still see him on the balcony. It's Trooping the Color. They've changed that obviously. But yeah, and you'll actually notice that as the weekend goes on, the working royals, so for example, Kate and Will, they will be going to Wales on Saturday to watch Bonnie Tyler, Total Eclipse of the Heart. She's going to be one of the performers at a Cardiff Castle Jubilee event. Whereas so far reports, people close to Harry and Meghan people close to Harry and Meghan have been saying that they're probably going to be celebrating their daughter's birthday privately on Saturday, and that there'll be the private family event happening on Saturday.
Tricky waters the royal family has to navigate through all of this, for sure. But Erin Vanderhoof, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you giving us the ins and outs.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I'll just say, even the Brits who aren't royalists, they'll still enjoy an excuse to drink. So lots of folks will have a good time this weekend.
Great time for British Pride.
Thanks, Erin. Great to chat with you.